Welcome back to Let Us Play Baba Is You. I have a poem to read you guys today, if you don't mind. I didn't write this poem. This poem was written by Baba Is You. And it goes something like this. Rose is red, violet is blue, flag is win, Baba is you. Aw, this is the only level in the game where the red and blue rules appear. But I like how you can make, like, the roses are red, sure, but you can make the violets red and then the roses revert to whatever and turns the flag blue. So the code is in the game for these red and blue tiles to actually work, which is nice. I think what we need to do is something like this. We need to build roses win. Is that correct? Is that what I want to do? How do I get win out of there? I can't break this rule here. Baba is win works, but not if nothing is you. I could do maybe this. Let's do this. This is fine. Now Rose is me and Baba is win. Okay, so we'll take all of our blue roses. You don't have to stack them up like this. I just think it's particularly poetic to do so. There we go. That's how it's done. Moving into the next area of the game, into Solitary Island. We have some new rules here. Baba is you, flag is win, wall is stop, rock is push, and Baba is float. And you can see Baba is floating up and down, which means I can't take the flag. Something that is float cannot interact with something that is not float on the ground. I can still push things that are push, but without a way to break Baba is float, we can't grab the flag directly. So, I mean, something obvious thing. We're just going to go ahead and make Baba win. That's the loophole in this level. Excuse me for coughing, but I've had this tickle in the back of my throat for a couple days now. I'm wondering if it's going to turn into an illness or if I'm just being a big baby. Baby is you. Here we go. Water is hot. Baba is melt. But I do not melt in the water because Baba is also float. Baba is you and float. Skull is defeat and float. So the skulls will defeat me because we're both float. So I need to be floating to get over the water, but I need to be not floating to get past the skulls. So what if I can't break Baba is melt or water is hot? That's not how this is going to work. If I break Baba is float, then I just die in the water. So I do need to be floating to get across the water. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to... I want to free up a tile here. So we'll make Baba is melt and you. So I can free up this is by breaking that U rule. We'll go up here. Whoops, that's one push too many. I was stuck on this level for a little while, and then I was stuck on it a little while longer when I streamed this game to show it off. But now that the water is float, we can get under everything that will kill me. And you can see the lateral thinking on display. I had to break the U rule in a way that I made a new U rule so I didn't lose the level. And again, you might be thinking, like, am I taking for granted that water tiles are water? Because they're tileable. Like, they form this nice looking row of water. The tiles flow into each other with the correct edges and corners that you would expect. But such tiles are not exempt from rules. Another way of looking at it is that some tiles have facing, like Baba and skulls, and some don't. Like, text is apparently a thing now. Text is float, rock is push, Baba is you, flag is win. Text doesn't have facing visually, but it does have facing for some purposes later. It can be manipulated in all the same ways everything else can. So we need to grab that flag, is what we need to do. We can't push text into water because the text is floating. So the text will not actually cause the water to... will not sink in the water, rather. What we're going to do is we're going to make rock is U, and we're going to move that rock into the water, and then we're going to move that rock into the water, and then Baba should just go grab the flag. And then there's a couple of variations on this same level in this world. Bridge building? Question mark? So here we are again. Rock is float, rock is push, Baba is U, flag is win, water is sink, hedge is stop. So this time, the rocks are floating and can't be pushed into the water, but the text is not. So same solution, it's just what else is floating, what's floating and what's not. Moving on to Victory Spring. Water is sink, Baba is U, cog is push, text is float, nothing is win. So I can sink, the text cannot sink because it's float. And if I make text not float, now I don't have a win tile. So that's no good for anybody. We can do this to free up that middle tile, and then I think we just can do this to free up that win. But now that is gone. Yeah. I can do this, though. Yeah, we can just do that. Text is no longer float, but now text... Oh, but you can't stand on text. Text does have a special property that other sprites don't have, in that all text is inherently push, even if there's not a text is push rule. So the only way I could win by stepping on text is if I somehow make it not solid, but it's always solid because a push object is always solid. But that's no problem because we can just do this. We'll go ahead with Baba is win, as we always do in these troubled times. And continue on to the research facility. So, we have lots and lots of rules. We've got Kiki is defeat. That checks out. Bolt is push. Bolt is melt. This must be bolt here. Wall is stop. Baba is U. Skull is hot. So, I can push this defeat this way, but now Skull is defeat and we're dead if we move back, and also we break our U rules, so that's not going to work. I think what we're going to have to do here is... Well, what's the goal? The goal is to get Win out, so we have to get Baba in there to go down and around that corner. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. And then we got Kiki here, just guarding the way. I told you Kiki's the villain of this game, did I not? What we might be able to do is this. Oh, that's not going to work, because Skull is hot. Skull is hot, see? Okay, well, what if we push it down this way? What does this accomplish? Sometimes you just want to try things out and see what gets accomplished. And we're dead there, too. So, you know what? No, I think we just... This bolt does have facing. If you push it left and then make bolt move, it'll move left. So let's push this over here. Actually, no, I think I want this one step back. No, I don't want... push it out of the way and it just moves where I don't want it. No, let's go ahead and do this. So no, Baba needs to move first. What I need to do is break that Skull is hot rule first. So... yeah, Baba needs to be closer. So we can push this in more, and this back more, and we'll see if this works. Ooh, you're going the wrong way, son. We do need to get this push completely out of the way, though, like this. Let's see if this does anything for us. So now we break Skull is hot, Skull is defeat. We can just wait now. The bolt will break Skull is defeat. Now we can walk across the skull. And we're still not done with this bolt. Well, we need to wait for it to move on back. There, now we can break bolt is move. Bolt is win. We out of there. Onto the assembly team. Robot is you, robot is stop. So I've got 2 robots that walk around, but I can't stack them up because they're stop. They won't walk on top of each other. There's clearly a Baba is you in there, and I need to build that to grab the flag. Flag is wind, water is sink, pipe is stop. Here's the problem. I can't just push this across because it breaks the text and we need the text. I can't use one of the robots to sink in the water because they're both on the same vertical slice, and there's no way to get them desynced. Although, once you think of it in that terms, that, oh, what I have to do is get them desynced, the puzzle solution is pretty obvious. You get them desynced using the text, one of the robots gets killed. We go ahead and line up Baba is you. Baba grabs the flag. Solitary Island is clear, but not complete. And we're looking for complete, not clear. But you see that just doing that opened up 2 entirely new worlds. So you can jump back and forth a lot if you get stuck on one puzzle. You've usually got a bunch of other ones to try out instead. Tiny Pond. This one is one we get stuck on a lot. I've seen a lot of people get stuck on it. I've been stuck on it many times. So Baba is you and open. Water is stop and shut. So this happens when we touch the water. We're not sinking in the water. It's very important to realize we're not sinking in the water. What's happening is we're opening the shut water. So I can break this rule. Baba's not open, and now I just can't go onto the water because it's stop, and there's nothing we can do about it being stop. So I think what we're going to do here is we've got a flag and a key to work with. We can do... Oh, we can't make key as push, though. Key is not push. So... I only have one is to work with, unfortunately. I could do key as you and move the key that way. Actually, that's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? We're going to have to sacrifice one key so the other key can win the level. So we'll turn the flag into a key first. So now we've got 2 keys. And if we do Baba is you and open, and then we change that to key is you and open. Now we've got 2 keys to play with. I want to get them desynced in a useful way, though, without actually moving too much around. We can do that like this. We'll just temporarily make key not open. Get them desynced on the water. Okay, so that should be good enough. Now we have 2 individual keys. That one is sacrificed for the greater good. Now we can get in here and push our wind tile out. We're going to have to build this rule in such a way that Baba is not actually in the way. But now Baba is win, I'm the key, and we win. There's a much harder version of that level in this world that we're going to be stuck on for 7 videos, don't worry. But for now, catch the thief. Baba is you, robot is move, skull is defeat, pipe is stop. And if you wander around aimlessly in this level, that happens. The robot steals your U tile, and... So the first thing we need to do before anything else happens is... Yeah, push that out of the way. I don't think there's going to be a way to reach robot is move. No, we can't break robot is move. This is the only thing we can do at the start of the level. And you can see we make it by literally 1 step. So robot is move. That's too bad. No, actually, this is probably fine. Do I want to make robot U? Is that the plan here? When he's on the other side, I can push that wind tile up. I don't have a way to make Robot U and Baba U at the same time, though. I could do this. This is kind of an interesting thing. I can make Baba is move. And now I've got two ways to move Baba. If I wait, Baba takes one step forward, because of course she will. She's moved. But if I actually move, she moves 2 steps. But that's still not enough to get past the skulls. Interesting idea, though. So what I want to do is push this whim tile out from here as the robot up into this position so Baba can push it out. The problem is, once I switch to the robot, there's no getting back. But I can do this. Robot is Baba, and now we just end up sacrificing one of our Babas. Which is perfectly fine. We could do just Baba is win again. Just like so. And we're out of there. Wireless connection. Okay, pipe is stop. Baba is you. Flag is flag. Bog is defeat. Is this the only level with a bog? This might be the only level with a bog. I can't recall bog otherwise. Robot is push, cog is stop. We got flag, rock, and win over there. Nothing. It's not sink. It's defeat. So we're not gonna be able to just sink stuff in the water. I've got a cog and a robot and a flag to work with, and I can't change the flag into anything else. So I think the phrase we're going to need to make is flag and rock is win, because we don't have a way to access those tiles over there. So what I'm going to do is we'll put this and up here. Get it ready to go. The robot is push. We'll push the robot up. We'll prep robot as move. And then we'll watch him. He'll push it across the bog for us, and once he's in position, we'll break his move rule. So now he's stuck there. And then I need to do the same thing with this cog. Cog is push. We'll make sure that we're doing the facing correctly. That cog is facing right, even though it looks like it has a very static sprite. Not static, because it's turning in place, but... And yeah, same thing. We'll just have the cog push across, and then once it's one step away, break the rule. Flag and rock is win. There's not even a rock in this level. I guess I could have... Well, no, I couldn't have made one. That doesn't make any sense.
Shoutouts to Bob for sponsoring this video. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please tickle my thumb, leave a friendly comment, and ring my little bell.